morning, everyone. My name is Arunut.
My name is Bunhavi.
And my name is Khaimuk.
My name is Onavi.
My name is Bùi Ngọc Quế Anh.
Name is Kan.
My name is Dick.
Today we're gonna present about food and beverage in Myanmar. So we are in group 13. So let's start. Start with introduction. Let us begin with a brief introduction. In our presentation, we will provide an overview of our assigned country, which is Myanmar. We will show different aspects of Myanmar, such as culture, politics, economy, education, cuisine, and so on. Our chosen restaurant for Myanmar is called Le Panther. We will provide information about our restaurant, such as the menu and customer segmentation. Afterward, we will show our analysis of consumer trend in Myanmar and relation to our chosen restaurant. Finally, we will present some recommendation for Le Panther based on the consumer trend that we analyze. So next.
So I'm gonna start with the overview of Myanmar. Myanmar is also known as Burma. This is come from the original English name of the country is Burma. Next, please. Talking about geography of Myanmar, Myanmar is the largest country on the mainland Southeast Asian. According to the Myanmar map, Bangladesh and India are in its west. On the north is China and Myanmar bordering Laos and Thailand to the east. It can be seen that Myanmar is surrounded by many countries. Next, please. Myanmar has around 54.4 million people, and mostly people speak Burmese as the main language. Besides, there are some ethnic groups still continue to speak their own languages. However, it is very easy for the tourists to come and communicate with the locals because English is considered as their second language when it is compulsory from the kindergarten. Over 89% of Myanmar population is Buddhism, 4% is Christian, another 4% is Muslim, and the rest is others or non-religions. Next. Myanmar people is also known as a friendly country and consists of many ethnic groups such as the Mon, Bao, and Chinese group and Indian groups. Above all, Burma is the major people living in Myanmar. Chinese and Indian mostly live in Yangon or in Mandalay. Next, please. Myanmar has 3 clearly seasons, which March to April is known as the hot season. The highest temperature of Yangon in this season is around 36 degrees. The cool season is the period attract tourists the most. Its temperature is very comfort around 32 degrees and can drop to 19 degrees at night. Rainy season is begin from May to October. Next, please. Brunei food is blend of Chinese, Indian, and Mon. As Thailand or other Asian country, rice is the main of the most food, and besides, vegetarian is also popular in Myanmar. The main protein in Myanmar is come from chicken, fish, cream, and mutton. Avoiding offensive to Hindus and Burmese Buddhists, they usually avoid eating pork and beef. Next, please. Oh, not yet. I'm sorry. Come back to the Burmese often drink tea during their meal, and their tea is influenced from Chinese. The flavor is fresh and smell herbal. Besides, people in Myanmar just drink beer in a special event. They also have the drinks from coconut, especially itati. This is a drink fermented from bam shop and favored by Burmese family. The portion of dessert in Myanmar is very small. It is including piglet, tea leaf, and palm sugar. Next, please. Myanmar has a long and rich culture as well as its history. Its own a spectacular Buddhism architect and sculpture is covered by beautiful and silver work beside the lotus silk scarf and amazing lacquer bowls and cups are widely used and made totally by hand. Myanmar is still finding a place in the tourism industry with its culture depth. Next, please. Normal income of a worker in Myanmar is around $413 per month. The highest salary will be $1,084 per month and the lowest income of a person receives is $105 a month. This number including other fees as housing, transport, and other benefits. However, GDP per capita in Myanmar is expected to reach 1,580 USD in the end of 2020. Next, please.
Um, Talking about consumer trends in Myanmar, usually Myanmar people choose to consume food and beverage that is easy and convenient to cook, and also includes every instant food. Looking deeply at the food and beverage trends of Myanmar, they tend to consume chicken more than any other popular meat like pork and beef. This is because of their religion, and some of them believe that consuming pork will lead them to face a bad luck. Consequently, the popular menu of Myanmar people is roast chicken, fried chicken, and chicken sausage. Moreover, the cuisine that consists of coconut milk is in favor among Myanmar people. For example, green curry and curry. On the other hand, talking about the drinks that are trending now in Myanmar, tea, coffee, and sparkling drinks are considered as the most popular drinks, especially on tea and coffee. They are likely to drink either tea or coffee during working time and after eating meal. Next is about the food delivery service. Changing lifestyle and higher income, along with more advanced technology like cheaper smartphone and internet. Many people in Myanmar use food delivery service as a choice to serve their meal. In Myanmar, there are a lot of delivery services, both local and international companies, such, such as Yangkung Door to Door, Food to You, Food Panda, and GrabFood. Among them, Yangkung Door to Door is the most popular of the food delivery services, which is the premier online food and ordering delivery service which was launched in 2019. Yangkung Door to Door provides two types of service, which are bicycles and cars, depending on the quantity and the distance. In 2019, people in Myanmar order food by online channel around 53%, and it takes more than half. In 2020, under the COVID-19 pandemic, more people tend to do the online ordering, and it increases around 5% from last year. Next is about the organic and natural food. At present, organic and natural food are one of the meals that come across through the mind of people in Myanmar, because nowadays there are several kinds of organic and healthy food that are just initiated, and it has more choice to choose than in the past. For example, you can eat barbecue and get both vitamins from a variety of vegetables and proteins from the grilled or steamed meat, which will provide you a completely balanced cuisine in one meal. Talking about the next one, increasing meat demand. Strengthening the economy and surge in tourism is increasing meat consumption. In Myanmar, the government restricts the slaughtering of cows under age of 16 because they take the research from Australia University of Queensland that cows are an animal used for commercial and transportation of farms. Moreover, improving the quality of meat by the foreign investment is a key driving up consumption. And the last one is processed meat. This trend is growing popularly in children. The food store provide a skewered and deep fried so this kind of food brings to the heart disease and other health issues. The store will pop up near a school or urban areas, and it contains an unknown substance, additional and preservation. Also contain high sodium and low quality of meat. On the other hand, the traditional barbecue is more healthy because of its wide range of fresh vegetable and meat. They provide two types of cooking methods, which are grilled and steamed. Next.
For the next part, I'm going to talk about the background of Le Petit Restaurant. Next, please. Okay, so the restaurant was established in 1998. The restaurant was almost like going on a treasure hunt. 8 years later, the restaurant was moved to the Kobaye Road, and nowadays Le Petit is located in a heritage house of 1902 by a Yale Lake. The restaurant serves modern European and Indochina fine dining. The guests will experience of the real-time travel in the garden and dining room from the Repented. And let's move to the next part, the menu part, please. Okay, so the restaurant divided into many sections. For the first section is Bistro Repented. Bistro is serve many types of fusion food, and the next section is gourmet. Also serve many types of food and cuisine like main course, starter, dessert, grilled seafood, and barbecue. Next, please. The next section is high tea. Also serve many types of beverages. Also, the printed host is import many wine from many different countries for you. Next, please.
When I analyze the trends, the first thing is food delivery services. The food delivery the food delivery service started in 2011 in the Myanmar and become more popular in 2018 and very popular in 2020. Because and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and this is the opportunity to the restaurant because the restaurant has a takeaway service and they provide a free delivery for the order that more than $30. And if the order is below that, the the cost of delivery is around $2. And but the the restaurant is not only provide the food because of the restaurant is fine dining, so they always provide the services which cannot bring to the customer in this case. So the next trend is organic and natural food. Or normally Myanmar's traditional menu is very healthy. They balance them nutrition, the meat and vegetable is completely healthy. For the Le Panier restaurant, as they are fine dining, they always think about the taste and also the nutrition. They start from the appetizer. They serve the salad which contain a lot of vegetables and a little bit oily. And the main dish is contain a lot of protein from the meat like beef or the fish and duck also. And the next trend is increasing in meat demand. For this trend, it's increased because of the tourism sector in Myanmar. So the Le Preneur restaurant is the top 5 of the TripAdvisor application among the France restaurant in Myanmar. And many tourists talk about this restaurant and rate them like 4.5 star in the TripAdvisor. And the last trend is processed meat. The processed meat is really popular for the children. It's cheap and very salty and unhealthy for the one who eat it. And this is not the trend that suit for the Le Pinot because it's very far away as the revenue as a fine dining. They cannot provide unhealthy and the cheap one. So next, my friend gonna talk about consumer segmentation.
For the customer segmentation, we choose 3 types: demographic, psychographic, and benefit segmentation. For demographic segmentation, that present the factors of age, gender, family expenditure, and income. Mostly target customers of Le Panther restaurant and lodge are family and couple. The age of customers are more than 20 years old. Persuade to the photos in the Facebook page, showing that between male and female numeration is equal. For the price of food quite high, the target of customers to be high income. They provide several services such as a la carte, fine dining, high tea, etc. All of the customers were satisfied with their services and food. Psychographic are related to lifestyles, attitudes, opinions, and personalities of people. Le Panther Restaurant and Lodge focuses on all of that too. The restaurant focuses on fusion food and the food that they serve depends on the season. The customer who want to try the seasonal food or international food, they will focus on this restaurant. The restaurant atmosphere provides luxury and formal style. However, the restaurant could attract the customer who love fusion food and focus on formal dinner. Some customers who like to have a banquet are also satisfied with the restaurant in Myanmar. Benefit segmentation are focuses on the signal that they want to use a product or service for the customer benefit. Le Panther Restaurant and Lodge can fulfill their customer because they have the private dining room and private fine dining for the customer who want to enjoy the meal with their friends and family. It satisfies with customer who don't like other people to annoy them. Moreover, the restaurant also organize a meal in the comfort of customer home Overall, chef and staff take care of everything for customers. This service is called chef at home. What next, please?
So we are gonna talk about a future trend that analyzes by individual. For me, I just realized that a visible trend that amazingly increased from the middle of 2019 and still predicted to continue grow in the future. Is about delivery food. This is because of its convenience and because of its convenience that is bring to the customer, and but it's have some change now because customer is not easily to please in that moment. They require that the provider have to have the ethic policy or the shipping fee, so that in Myanmar, Yangon Door to Door is planning to delivery food by bicycle. Another trend that I predict will be more popular in the future is a clean food box. The proof is now we can easily see online shops selling the clean box meal. Is have people who concerned about their health and can have a choice when they are busy. So this is because of people acknowledge about new knowledge about how to protect their health and how the the market is going. So they are tend to use more the farming product, and the term that from garden to table is now very popular. And vegan is also a trend that is forecasted to be widely known in practice. They avoid consuming meat, eggs, dairy products, and other animal divert. This is a result of dirty and unsalted product and is threat people health. They start to become vegan, which consume mostly grains, beans, legumes, uh, vegetable, fruits. They can even eat vegan hot dog, vegan burger, and beside that, beverage is changing too. I believe in the future people will drink more herbal tea, which come from beet flour, rose, or chia seed. Drink contain high sugar level and cholesterol is also abundant. Next.
For the future trend of food and beverage in COVID-19 in Myanmar, 90% of restaurants provide takeaway and delivery platform for the customers. Moreover, as I mentioned in the report, uh, Le Penter Restaurant and Lodge have another service that is called Chef at Home. This service, the chef will cook the food at customers' home, and the chef and staff will prepare everything for customer because after the quarantine, people are still afraid of the COVID-19, but they want to enjoy the restaurant too. Anyway, the trend of food and beverage in Myanmar can be the delivery online platform and chef at home. All of this can reduce the infection in the future if uh, the track stops. Many people in Myanmar would like to enjoy and pay an important role at the restaurant certainly. Next.
For the future trend after COVID-19 for food and beverages in Myanmar, as you know, the Levanted restaurant also have takeaway and ship at home, so it is very convenient for the customer to eat at home. So for the future trend, uh, I think that people might want to visit and eat at the restaurant more often because they are boring of staying at home. And the food delivery will be new normal for everyone because it saves your time, convenient, and also you don't have to go out and buy some food. Thank you.
For the next, the future trend after COVID-19, the protection is really concerned because of it's not only the virus, it's all about the hygienic, and the staff need to wear a mask and or a face shield to protect the saliva spray for to the customer, and also the social distancing. The customer need to, the arranging of the restaurant need to giving more space to the staff. And this one is converting food waste to fertilizer. As the many perishable food and leftover food on the dish, so bring more cost. We can take that food to turn to the fertilizer to reduce the cost. We can do more the plant and like some herbs or spices to come along with the healthy and organic trend in the Myanmar. That's it.
For my future trends of food and beverage after COVID-19, the first one is the social distancing restaurant. Since we still not have the solution to against the COVID yet, but the restaurant still need to be operated. So the social distancing restaurant is one of the future trend that will be on the future. So which the restaurant will separate, will redesign the layout of the restaurant to be more suitable with the social distancing guideline. I separate the table, and only the reservation customer can get into the restaurant in order to control the number of customer. The most important thing is the restaurant should strictly concern about the cleanliness by training their staff how to prepare themselves or handle with this new normal trends. Next one is the ready to cook meals, which is another trend that restaurant can gain their money, which is deliver the ready to cook box that contain ingredient and recipes from chef, from the restaurant chef, so that customer can easily follow and cook it by themselves at home. Moreover, this trend can be adapted with the delivery service in order to reach more customer. Yeah, that's it. Next one.
Next, the future trends of food and beverage in Myanmar. COVID-19 has changed our lives routine a lot. During the COVID-19, we have to stay at home and have few options to choose what we want. Sometimes we want to go out to the restaurant or go outside, but the situation we suffer now does not support our thoughts. So food delivery is the most important thing that comes through every person's mind, not just me or Myanmar people. As we are facing an external problem which is COVID-19, that directly impacts on the food and beverage sector in our life. Food delivery is the first choice that is a very significant solution to solve this problem. The restaurant have to adapt to this campaign and initialize the promotion to compete with each other. Next, it will be a new normal that people have to change their lifestyle by eating at home and cooking by themselves. They will learn and improve their cooking skill a lot. Consequently, they do not need to spend much time outside home and do not have to worry about the hygienic conditions. Besides, as I have analyzed and mentioned before, many people are concerning more about their health and being at risk by eating useless food. Therefore, I believe that this trend of eating clean food will dominate widely in Myanmar. Thanks.
Next, after the COVID-19 pandemic subsides, quarantine restrictions are relaxing and people can go out more. Consumers will be excited to finally visit shops and restaurants outside instead of eating in their houses. Consequently, the surge in food delivery will slowly stabilize and reduce to zero before the outbreak of COVID-19. In Myanmar, the 5% increase is delivery will finally go back to normal. There may be two possible future trends. First, people will want to go out to eat in restaurant because they stay in their homes during the quarantine. Second, possible trend is that people may still be afraid to the virus and avoid eating in restaurant. Consumer may still visit shopping mall after the lockdown, but may order takeaway or just buy groceries to cook at home. Next, please.
Okay, for the recommendation, the first one is food delivery service. According to the number of order food from last year, the percentage from this year is rising around 5%. So that the restaurant should offer some promotion and discount for the delivery service in order to attract more customer. And the restaurant can make the collaboration with the food delivery companies to offer some special promotion. For example, like collaboration with the Food Panda or Young Door to Door. If the customer order food from by using their apps, they can get the free delivery for once to twice a week in order to reach more customer. Next one. Next one is organic and natural foods. Since nowadays there's many people that concerned with their health and turn to eat very vegetarian food. Yeah, so the restaurant can create more menu from organic and natural food, and they should more concerned about the vegetarian food now, because some of the Myanmar people, they are avoid to eat like milk, especially the pork, and by create the vegetarian food, they can expand their customer base. Next one. For the third one is increasing meat demand. For the Le Planner, they are the fine dining restaurant that have both local customer and foreigner customer. So the meat demand is quite high. So especially in beef and chicken. So the restaurant can create or adapt the main dish with a high quality of meat, since they are the big supplier on meat, and they can adapt the food with the Asian ingredient to make it become the more effective with the Asian people. And for some Myanmar people that they avoid to eat pork, the restaurant can make it the pork menu like an optional menu. Yes. Next one. The last one is the processed meat. Since the Le Planner is the fine dining restaurant, they cook with many type of meat. So every day they have some like unused part of meat that from the cutting process. So The restaurant can use this opportunity to create some processed products such as the sausage, the ham, yes, and they can serve it as the appetizer or selling as the product or souvenir products to customer. Yes, that's all.
Next is, in conclusion, consumer trend will observe in Myanmar in expect to continue with a few changes. After the pandemic end, there will be significant change. People want to eat outside of their homes. After being in lockdown, overall, Le Panther was recommend some strategy to adapt according to uh, accordingly. First, maximize delivery service. Next, make healthier menus that is balanced with more meat menu to satisfy the increasing meat demand. And finally, avoid processed meat. Thank you. Okay.
It's quite long, guys.